Our virtual classroom is powered by Big Blue Button video conferencing software. When a virtual class is created, it will be displayed like this with the Big Blue Button icon. Once selected, you'll be taken to a screen where you can join the classroom. So on this page, it says the conference room is ready. You can join the session now. So we're going to click on Join Session. When joining the virtual class, the first thing you will see is an invitation to join the audio. You can join with a microphone or with the listen only mode. When you join with a microphone, you will be required to do an echo test to ensure that your microphone is functional and that other persons in the classroom will be able to hear.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
When you join, you'll see the presentation area, the public chat, and the users list. When you join as a moderator or host or instructor, you will have a square icon. Alright, so if you see my icon here, it is square. The students, however, or viewers, they will have circle icons. So this is how you can distinguish between the person who is hosting or presenting versus those persons who are viewing. Okay? When you are talking, you will notice that your icon is highlighted. You can mute yourself by clicking the microphone below.
You are now muted.
When a student is talking, their icon is also highlighted and you can hear them as well. You can mute a student by clicking on the circle icon associated with their name. An instructor can start or stop a recording at any time. So let's start a recording. You will notice a message appears as well. You can click on it again to pause the recording, right? And you can do that as many times as you want during the recording. If you click on the icon to the extreme left, you'll find other moderator capabilities. You can mute all leaders, you can mute all leaders except presenter, and you can lock viewers. So when you lock viewers, basically you are restricting their access to what they can do within the class, right? So it's simple as tugging these controls and you can lock them. And this basically helps you to prevent them from sharing their webcam, their microphones, public chat, private chat as much as you want. You can also prevent them from seeing other students, which means that they can only see your webcam. Finally, as a moderator, you have the ability to make someone else presenter, and you have the ability to remove any user and promote them to moderator as well. And you do that by clicking on the user. When you do that, you'll see some options come up that you're able to change for each user. All right. Now you also have the ability to put students into breakout rooms. To do this, select create breakout rooms, and it shows you a list of students. Right now there are no students in this demo session. You can drag and drop each student from one room to the next. So here I am dragging myself from one room to the next. You can choose the number of breakout rooms that you want, and you can also set the duration of the breakout room, and you can allow the students to choose which breakout room they want to join. So those are some options. Once you select or indicate the different settings you want, then you just click create. All right, now do I want to join the breakout room? I'm not going to join the breakout room right now, but I want to show you what happens once a breakout room is created. Once it's created, you can see the number of breakout rooms and you can see the number of students that are in each room. All right, when you're finished, if you want to close the breakout room before the duration, you can actually click end all breakout rooms. Now, the breakout room is a great opportunity for students to work in groups during your class session. They may be doing presentations that they want to discuss. Maybe you can do different activities where they have to, prepare specific information and share it with the class. So this is a very good way for us to simulate actual group work in the classroom session. This is an excellent feature. If you want to end the breakout room, as I mentioned before, simply click end all breakout rooms, and what will happen is that everyone will return now to the main room for class. Now let's go to the presentation area. In this section, you'll find the whiteboard tools. They can be found, the tools are enabled by default, and they can be found on the right. So if I click on this hand here, you'll see you can select the pencil, you can select different shapes, and you can also select text. So what we're going to do is we're now on slide 1, which is a display slide. So we're now going to go to slide 2, where we can actually, check out the board. So we're going to select the pencil. With a pencil, you can literally, write shapes and letters. You can also, let me use some shapes here, create different shapes. You can also type text. The whiteboard is a good option, especially if you have subjects that require you to show work in. It would be better enhanced with a digital pen. Will give you better writing capabilities. But I also think it's also good for labeling activities. So if you're teaching a subject that requires you to label a diagram, you could actually have the diagram here and then allow the students to label, or you can import a file and label that file as well. As an instructor, you can also give students the ability to draw as well by turning on the multi-user whiteboard. It's when you do that, you can see all the students drawing at the same time or writing on the whiteboard. They cannot override anything you do. However, you as a presenter have the ability to turn on and off the multi-user function at any time, and you can clear the whiteboard of all markings. Okay? Now, as a presenter, you have some controls on the left-hand side, and you'll see a blue button with a plus in the middle, and once you click on it, you'll see the different options. You can start a poll, you can upload a presentation, or you can share a YouTube video. So we're going to start with uploading a presentation. You can use the drag or drop feature, or you can browse your files to upload. I'm going to use the drag and drop feature. So I've already identified my file. It says Social Studies Diagnostic Test, and I'm going to just select upload. Now, for this example, I'm going to show a practice paper. One of the cool things is that you can use a poll feature to collect responses and questions in your presentation or in your class, and this will help you to assess how the students are understanding the lesson being taught. Now I'm going to show you how to do that using this document that I imported. So this is a past paper. As you can see, the view is a bit small, but I'm going to now zoom in by fitting the paper to the width of the screen, So I have made it bigger, right? And I can use the hand feature, right? The hand feature from the navigation to drag and pull the contents as I go through. So this is the tree, the family tree. So we discuss it, and then I can go down to the first question. What is the relationship of Richard to Anthony, right? A, B, C, or D. So what we can do, we can actually now create a poll to find out the responses, to actually see the responses from the class. So once we start the poll, we're now going to be able to see that we have some options here. Yes, no, true, false, A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, and A, B, C, D, E. Because the options are A to D, we're going to select A, B, C, and D. Once we do that, once you have students in the class and they start to select their options, you as an instructor will be able to see their responses coming in, and you can then publish the polls once all the responses is in, and the students are able to see the responses as well. These polls are a great way. I'm going to publish the poll. Polls are a great way. Here I bring up the responses. It's going to be at the bottom of the document. They are a great way to, enhance the revision activity during the course, and it's simple and easy to do. Okay. Now to simply close this presentation, I will go back to the navigation on the left and select upload a presentation. Here I can now remove or delete the current presentation, which is Social Studies Diagnostic Test. And as I upload other presentations as well, I can switch between them. So I'm going to remove that and confirm. Once I go back, it's gone from the screen. Okay, now I can also share an external video, and this is done by simply clicking on the option, and you'll be required to add a video URL. So I'm going to add one here quickly and click share a video. And what's actually happening here now is that the presentation area will become the video, right? And it will start playing, and all the students will be able to see the video at the same time. You can also, as an instructor, skip ahead, and when you do that, wherever you skip, that's where the students will see. To stop sharing, you return to the navigation and click stop sharing. You also have the ability to share screen, and this is found, the control is found at the bottom of the screen. Once you click the share screen button, you'll see three options. You can share your entire screen, you can share your application window, or you can share your Chrome tab. So I'm going to go ahead and share a tab. All right, so I'm going to share our website, and here you're seeing a picture of me on our main site. All right, so if you want to visit other websites, what other web pages, you can share that as well. You can share applications and other things that are running on your computer. You could also share PowerPoint presentations and other files as well by using the share screen. And the beauty about using share screen is that you can actually work in the document while you're sharing it. Alright, so we're now back at the presentation area, and we're ready to finish this demo. So to end this demo, all we have to do is select the options at the top right, and you'll see there are several options here. One is end meeting. Once you do that, it asks you if you are sure you want to do it. So let me go back and show you that again. You can log out or you can end the meeting. All right, so we're going to end the meeting right now. It takes you back. You are now going to close that tab and you're back to the course portal. And if you notice, there's a section here that says recordings. There are no recordings to show. Now, once a class is recorded, it takes a few minutes. Normally, the duration of the class, if your class is an hour, it might take about an hour before it is ready, an hour or two before it's available. But once the class was recorded, the recordings will be available and students can actually view the recordings afterwards. All right, so that's this.